Welcome to Making More Movies, episode number 4. In this one, I want to talk about the all adage of quantity versus quality. A lot of people are of the mindset that what really matters is getting the perfect product, getting the perfect art piece. Uh, and I guess that the vast majority of people follow that path because the vast majority of people don't create anything. And I mean, besides the fact that not a lot of people work on their skills and not a lot of people um, want to, pursue any creative endeavor, or not a lot of people, follow their passion and their, you know, or even not a lot of people want to create something that will work as a side hustle and potentially as a self self financial freedom kind of job. And I will say that it is because they seek quality, they seek perfection, they seek perfection, which, listen, I am as perfectionist and as obsessed about quality as everyone else. But I have, work my self awareness to remember myself, to remember me that, to remind myself, sorry, to remind myself that you need to get the work done. You need to get the job done. Okay? So, yeah, if we are talking about quantity versus quality, I will 100% choose quantity, always. This is the thing. Everything that you do in life is all about the volume, it's all about repetition. Okay? This podcast, this podcast will survive if I get the job done, if I do the repetitions, if I do the volume. Learning cinematography, if you practice, constantly, you grab a camera and, practice composition, practice lighting, practice, how to frame a close up, how to frame a long shot. If you do those practices every single day, you will be, accumulating volume. You will be accumulating repetition. You will be focusing on quantity. Quantity will make you better as long as you pay attention to what you are doing, okay? If I look at my first short film and I compare it with my last short film, I am very happy and proud to see that I have improved, not only in the image quality, but also in the editing, also in the challenges that I put myself in, because I focus on quantity. You need, and the thing is that people put this dichotomy as if one excludes the other, and that's false. That's a fallacy. Yes, you can focus on one, but you can keep the other one too. uh, I seriously focus on quantity over quality, but I don't dismiss quality. I I seek the best quality that I can get for the most amount of quantity, for the most amount of volume. Uh, it's kind of a balance that you need to work for yourself. Okay. Um, Robert Altman made a bunch of movies, and with that, he has a lot of bad movies. I like them all, but that's beside the point. He made a lot of movies, a lot of movies, and he has at least four masterpieces. But uh, to get to those masterpieces, he did a lot of bad movies, a lot of duds, a lot of bad attempts at filmmaking. Everyone has them. Ross Meyer, Ross Meyer, he has one of the greatest films ever made, Super Vixens. And that movie is one of the last films he did. Before that, he made a lot of movies. Okay, so I would say that even I'm talking about, of course, in the beginning stages. Once you get to a level where you feel confident, absolutely confident, yes, you can prioritize, quality. I wouldn't do it. I will always prioritize quantity, but in the beginning stages, you should prioritize quantity. You should prioritize the volume, putting the repetitions in. You need to get used to the process. You need to know if you are made for this, okay? And the only way to know the process and to get used to it is to focus on quantity, to do it over and over again and never giving up. That's what I'm doing. I finished my first feature-length film at 24 years old last year, and it's not a masterpiece. It's kind of I screw up a lot of things, and but it's done. It is published. You can see it for free. Um, and my the following question that I have once I publish it was, what's next? Because I'm relentless. Okay, I'm not gonna stop. I'm relentless. I'm gonna die doing this. Okay, um, that sounds so dramatic, but it is true. You need to be relentless if you wanna be uh, a filmmaker, or a painter, or a sculptor, or whatever creative endeavor you wanna focus. And to be relentless means to be uh, putting in the repetitions. And to me, quantity is what you should focus in the beginning and beyond. It doesn't make sense to not put in the reps. So yeah, once you finish your first feature length film, ask yourself, what's next?